It's time for a head-to-head presented by Vanlife Outfitters, a series of videos where we pit the best van life gear against each other in a no-holds-barred battle. We test, you save. No more guessing games. Discover which products pack a punch and which ones tap out. Today it's a fridge fight.
Knockout.
In this corner, weighing in at 53 pounds, rocking a stainless steel finish, and whoa, check out that installation flange, the venerable Isotherm Cruise 85.
Knockout.
And in this corner, weighing in at 44 pounds, trying to prove its metal with a dark metal finish and a brand new latch design, it's the new NRX 80T from Dometic. Let's get some stats on screen for our fighters. And now over to our man in the field, Zach.
We've got two matches lined up today for our contestants. First off is a cooldown test. We want to see how fast they get down below 40 degrees Fahrenheit from around 87 degrees, as well as their power consumption during that time. And next up is the Stay Cool test. Both contestants will hold their temps for 24 hours, and we'll see how much power they take here in steamy Florida.
Knockout.
How did we measure all these stats? We wired up the two fridges to their own respective power systems. Inside of each system includes a Victron Servo GX with a battery monitor and a Rivitag, which is a Bluetooth temp and humidity sensor. With the Servo GX connected up to Victron's Remote Monitoring Portal, or VRM for short, we can graph both the energy consumption and temperature over time. Now let's see those results.
Fight.
Test number 1, the cooldown. Ambient temps here in Florida were in the high 80s. As you can see, the NRX 80T took 121 minutes to get down to temp, while the Isotherm only took 81 minutes. Power consumption is looking very equal between the two, with the NRX taking 7.1 amp hours, while the Isotherm took 7.2 amp hours. Now that our contestants are down to temp, how much power will it take to keep them there for a 24-hour period of time? Well, our apologies folks, but the NRX 80T had a quick short charge cycle for a few minutes, as shown here on the graph, but overall it looks like the Isotherm took 61.5 amp hours to keep it cool, while the NRX only took 42.25 amp hours to stay cold, an approximate 32% power efficiency boost over the Isotherm.
Knockout.
But wait, there's more. Let's test some bonus refrigerators. First up, the Isotherm Freeline 140. This is a great fridge, but not a head-to-head, since it's nearly twice as big at 140 liters versus 80 or 85. But as you can see, $1,990 gets you a lot of fridge and a svelte profile to boot, with a black design that can accept customized door panels. Alrighty, let's see how the Freeline 140 stacks up. Fair warning, it was a little bit hotter in the area when we tested the Freeline 140 at around 92 degrees. The Freeline 140 ended up taking 10 hours to reach the target temp of 40 degrees. But it should be mentioned that it only took 5 hours to get into the low 40s, and then the rest of the time to get below that. But that's still a lot longer than the 2 hours of the other two fridges to cool down. During that time, the Freeline 140 used 30.1 amp hours. Next up, the 24-hour test. The Freeline 140 used 87.2 amp hours over the course of 24 hours, a little over double that of the NRX 80. But to be fair, it's almost twice as large in terms of capacity, and the ambient temperature was a little higher. But wait, there's one more surprise contender. An unlikely foe indeed. Enter the lowly dorm fridge. What? You may ask yourself why you shouldn't just waltz into the nearest Wally World and pick up one of these units for a few hundy. Well, first off, since it's a 120 volt AC fridge versus a DC fridge, we have to run the inverter, and that draws about 1.9 amps at idle just by itself. And then the fridge is drawing about 6 amps instead of the DC fridge's 3 to 4 amps. Let's see about the power consumption over 24 hours. This one took 87.5 amp hours in similar ambient temperatures, which is even more than the Freeline 140, even though it's a much smaller refrigerator. Plus, there's no built-in way to keep this fridge closed on the road, and it's really not designed for life on the road. So there you have it. You can spend your cash on a more efficient fridge or more batteries.
Knockout.
Thanks for watching our head-to-head. If you're interested in any of these refrigerators, you're welcome to check them out on our website, vanlifeoutfitters.com, where we stock them all, except for the dorm fridge. Here at Vanlife Outfitters, we only sell our favorite road-tested products for camper vans and RVs, all backed by our world-class support. Check us out and considering liking or subscribing.
Knockout.